Hey, this is Kim Offord, and I am here today. It's a Monday. We're going to do a realtor ride along today, and I'm going to show you what happens on a typical Monday for me. Sometimes it's not all that exciting, but let's see what we're going to do today. Today, what are we doing? Today is really focusing in on my investment side of the table. So the first thing that I'm getting ready for my meeting with my investment group, NAR Developers Group, group of African American women, 6 of us who are investors in the city of Chicago. We have flipped a house. We just sold it, so we're getting ready to have one of our meetings, our planning meeting for whatever's next. Then later today, got to do a showing for another agent, for one of my former agents from when I was a managing broker. And then we have our meeting this evening. So again, today is a typical Monday. Meetings, I try to set up meetings, making a lot of follow-up phone calls. And yeah, it's just, I try not to leave out on Mondays if I have to, but sometimes it happens. You got to do what you got to do. All right, cool. I'm on my way now to the property for today. This is our ride along portion of the day for this Monday. I usually don't do any showings on Monday, but today I'm doing some, and I am hot. But today we're going to do a showing. This was an estate situation, and this was a referral. Client came to me. I actually know her, and this is a property that was owned in her family, and this property was used as a social club. This is a commercial property. I am not a commercial agent. That when I had a team, one of my team members who handled commercial, you listed this property, and she's out of town right now. So I agreed to show the property for her while she's out of town. So we're going over now to the west side of Chicago, and to show this property, to meet the agent who has a client who is interested in starting a youth center. And I think this would be really a perfect property for like a youth center. So we're on our way over there now. Usually I don't show properties on Mondays. I try to stick close to the desk and close to just planning out and doing some other administrative type tasks. But we're gonna go and we're gonna do this this showing, and we're going to then go to our investor meeting. All right, here we go. Let me just say, this Chicago weather is off the chain. In the morning is winter.
Now turn third left.
By mid-afternoon, it's spring. Around 3:30 is summer. And then at about 7 is winter again. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. It's crazy. This weather is absolutely insane. We're on our way over to the property, and I got the keys from my agent, the agent that I am showing on behalf of my former team member. And I'm going to be a little bit early, and the reason why I'm going to be a little bit early, it's always great to get to showings a little bit earlier for various reasons, especially if you're not familiar with a property and you've never shown it before. First and foremost, there are about 90 different keys to open up this property. I am not familiar with this property, or I've never opened it up before. I've never showed it before. So I want to get there a little early so that I can figure out what key goes where, how to open up what what door, what gate, what lock, so that I'm not fumbling when I get there, when the client gets there, when the agent gets there with their client. I want to make sure that I'm not fumbling around with keys to try to get in. So that's the first reason. The second reason is I always like to get to properties before the appointment for safety reasons. You want to make sure that you're very aware of your surroundings and, kind of just doing a lay of the land before you get to a property. I always like to walk around the property, drive around the property to see, if there are any potential areas that I need to be very aware of. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. There have been times where I've shown up to a property and left because I didn't feel safe. And I have yet to have a client who said they didn't understand. I will refuse to, well, I won't say refuse. I will delay showing a property for safety reasons. Now, if that means that I have to call another co-worker, another co-agent, another agent to come ride with me, or a friend or a family member, or even the police, I will do that. That is the reality of real estate. Every house is not a luxury $1 million house in an exclusive community. There are times where you will have to show properties in areas where you don't feel as safe. But it doesn't matter whether it's an exclusive property or if it is a distressed property. There could be safety issues no matter what. There could be safety issues for various reasons, at a particular property. And that's the other thing. You want to make sure that properties are secure before you go in. You want to make sure they're secure when you're leaving, but you want to make sure they're secure when you get there. Because if there has been some sign of intrusion or that the property is not secured, meaning the doors aren't locked, the windows, it doesn't look like someone is currently inside the property, or it's debatable whether or not there's someone in the property when you get there and it's not the resident. You want to make sure you get there early to just kind of look out for those types of things. All right, cool. See you at the property. I just came in and cut the lights on. There's a bit of cobwebs, but that's okay, because this is, property has been vacant for some time now, but it's actually not bad. So this is a commercial property that came to me for a referral. Here's some of the memories. So it's like a veterans club location, and a lot of this property actually does come with, I think, all of the furniture stays with it. And again, this was an estate. Worked into a cobweb. This was an estate situation, and it's actually not bad. And this is actually pretty good for the purpose of what the people who are coming want it for. They want to have a youth center, so there's a kitchen, a fully stocked kitchen that is good. And then you have some, the utilities for them are back there for this building. Has restrooms, so it has the capability of having both a women and men's restroom. Here's a second restroom. And then you even can have some office space over here. So this is a really good property. It's on the west side of Chicago. And we're just waiting for the client to get here. I've already kind of cased out the place to make sure that everything was safe. This is, if I'm not mistaken, a dry bar. No, actually, it's a wet bar. So there's a wet bar here. And this could be really, I could really envision this being a nice little spot for youth, to just hang out after school, summertime, a really good place to just get away from the element. This would be a real cute stage, to do some art, some performing arts type stuff. So this is cool. And what I like about this property is really, to be honest, if you wanted to do some type of youth type of club or youth facility, youth hangout, you really wouldn't have to do much. Just, the floors are done. I'd spruce up this bar a little bit, put some art in here. Really wouldn't even have to paint, to be honest. There's the ceilings. Maybe update. He already got chairs and tables and stuff, and yeah, he could have like some activities back here. This could be really nice. All right, so that went well. They really liked the property, from what I could tell. They'll probably go back, have a conversation with their agent to determine if they want to move forward or not, or if they have any, extra questions about the property. But it seemed like it worked well for them, so we'll see what happens. So on to the next meeting. Okay, well, day is done, and so am I. Catch you next time.